So if you've been watching my channel, you may have seen this leak from earlier in the week. This was a pinhole leak in a cold water line in somebody's living room that I had to go out to at night. I put a temporary patch on that night and
Might be
now I'm back
flooding
to
up
do
a
the
little bit.
permanent repair. After shutting off the water, I had to drain all of the water out of the line. It involved drilling a hole since there was nowhere lower to drain the water from. I oil my cutting wheel before cutting the pipe. This allows you to preserve your blade and it just helps the cutting tool to do a good job. There's always a little bit of water left in the pipe, so you want to be sure that when you cut the pipe, you're ready to catch it with a big bucket or a trash can or something. After I cut both sides of this pipe, I basically
Just
just
hold it
take
up for a
the
second.
exact same size of the pipe and I cut the new pipe to the same length. I had a lot of play in this pipe, so it wasn't that challenging to measure the pipe and cut a new one. You want to make sure when you cut these pipes, you deburr them. It takes all the little shavings off from when you're cutting it. That way they don't cut these
Just
black
put the
gaskets
pinhole in
inside
there.
of here. This is a stop coupling. I had enough play that I could use both stop couplings on this. But even when using a stop coupling, it's important to mark it. So that way when you're up in the ceiling working, if things get shuffled around, you make sure that you have a reference point on where your fittings need to be. So put both the couplings in place and then we're going to get our ProPress tool. It's basically a big pipe crimper. It's going to crimp down on that copper in order to allow that gasket to create a watertight seal that's going to last longer than the copper itself will last. If you enjoyed this video, I do tutorials on plumbing, HVAC, just general house repairs. Hit the follow button. Ask me any questions on Instagram if you like.